We're tagging some babies. So within the first few days of life, they get the same tag as mom. And then we ban the bulls. This year we're using new fancy bands that have lidocaine in them, so it numbs them. Instead of before, you know, it's got to be kind of painful. Now it'll help with that pain, make them more comfortable, so they're laying less, eating more, that type of a thing. So we're pretty excited about that. Some new cow technology out there. So Reece is trying to figure out which baby goes to which mama. And then they also get a injection of multimin and a C&D clostridial vaccination that prevents hopefully overeating disease as they get a little bit older. You have no idea, do you? And they're good to go. And they don't get any other processing until branding time. Oh, that's pitiful. Your mama coming? Good mama. Good mama. Now that we've got these few pair tagged, the boys are gonna load them up and then put them up with the pairs up there on that hill. Then it's a lot easier to keep track of everybody and know that they have a baby, versus with these uncalved cows. It can get kind of to be a nightmare if you don't get them separated. And for the health, less disease, less poop, that type of stuff. Heifers get a little confused and a little riled up.
Oh, there's only 2 up here. Dang it. I'm coming.
Now you might be asking, why don't we just walk them over there to that hill? Well, fair question. But it's a muddy mess down in the bottom, holes and rocks and a creek. And the calves get pretty confused and we don't have very good luck making it across that little stretch. So it's easier to just haul them 2 feet. As you can see, our children are having a very rough day. Springtime means lots of water. So Reece likes to play irrigating.
It usually happens in March, April, February. I get my irrigating fixed for the winter time, I guess. Good.
Well, I thought you could show them the water. Whoa, don't get me.
Okay, now you point it at me so you get it all, okay?
Like this way?
No, you look through the screen and then you'll see me in there. Don't get the door in there, just wait till I get out and then you can calf anyway. Okay, you got it?
Yep. So Dad is taking a calf right now, and there's the mom by it. There's Dad on the calf. He's putting a ear tag in. We don't know if it's a boy or a girl. We know from its body, and so we can tell if it's a boy or a girl. So, and there's Dad. He's gonna walk away. There he is, the sign right there. What? Yep. I didn't get any door in it.
What?
I didn't get any of the door in it.
Okay, push the red button to shut it off. These are both 200 cows, so they're 12 years old. Should have sold them a year or 2 ago, but I kind of got a soft spot for them. They've been good cows. They were part of the original 10 heifers that I started with back in, well, I kept them out of some cows that I was running for a guy in 2012. So I started with 10 heifers out of his cows and then bought 10 cows when he sold them. So part of the original cows I started with. So I think I got 5 of the 10 left, and then I still have 2 of those original 10 cows, and they're 9, so that would make them 15 years old. So they were a pretty good set of cows for me to get started on. One's kind of got a bad bag, but it just started when she was about 10, and they both had kind of big calves that their joints are a little bit knuckled over, so it's kind of weird. Calved one day apart and both had calves like that. I don't know what's going on. I think they were just a little big in there, so they were curled over. I'm just letting these heavy older cows out. Let them out of the lot into this bigger meadow where we feed them, and then pairs are up there by those old barns. When they get about 2 weeks old, we kick them up that canyon. And that old barn is where we set our culvert shed. So when it gets cold, we have more shelter in that canyon, and then we could calve there if we need to. What, buddy? Okay. My helper's getting impatient. We were at the house and heard a terrible banging and saw all of Dad's yearling heifers running, and looked out to see this heifer packing a feeder around. She was stuck by the hips. Not very good footage and loud, but we got her stopped. Cooper put a rope on her, and then I just got around the front of her and pushed her back through it. She was hip locked, and then tipped the feeder up and got her free. Some of the predicaments these cows can get themselves in. Another one of my old original 200 cows calved. Had a nice heifer calf. She's been one of my favorite cows. She'd always eat cake out of your hand. It's just kind of a big pet. But she's been a good cow. AI'd her for years, and she always caught AI. Would always have a bull calf. Kept the bulls, and for as good a cow as she was, and always weaning an over 800-pound calf, bulls never turned out that great, and quit AI in her. She's now had heifer calves by natural service. So, her first heifer calf will be calving this year, so we'll see how she turns out. Just a good old cow.